You're watching today's video technical update presented by FXTimes. It is Thursday, June 3rd, 2010. I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst, and I'll go over some developments in the Forex markets. Today, the euro dollar remains near the 1.2150, 1.21 support zone. The pound dollar has formed a double top and may be heading towards 1.40. The euro yen pair failed to break above an important resistance at 114. The dollar Canadian dollar pair is showing a pullback and may be confirming a downside break. Finally, gold is stumbling a bit after failing to break above 1230, but the trend is still bullish. This video is being produced at about 3 p.m. Eastern Time ahead of this US session close. Here's the euro dollar pair again. We have seen this over and over. This is the swing projection, but 1.2150, 1.21 support has not been cracked. Sort of a triangle forming here. 4-hour time frame, you see multiple attempts to break 1.2150. Here we came all the way almost down to 1.21, but these attempts all failed. However, the rebound, we had a strong rebound here, weaker rebound, and the rebound has been weaker and weaker. So it's just a matter of time, and there's more bias on the downside for the euro dollar, so watch for that break. 1-hour time frame, we see this last attempt to break 1.2150, 1.21, and we had this 2 swings up. So here we have this decline this morning. After this break, it looked like it was going to come down to hammer at 1.2150 again, and that's exactly what happened. So we're seeing just another attempt. Continue to monitor this bottom to see if it breaks. Let's move on to the pound dollar pair, and we see this market basically continuing to consolidate here in the upper half of the consolidation zone, and even the upper quadrant, I would say, of this, or upper third of this consolidation zone. But we do see a double top forming. That is, if the market can break this previous resistance level, which is acting as support at the moment. So if that breaks, we may have a continuation, a bearish continuation. Of course, we do see some support at 144.50 and also at 142.50. So these could be some temporary supports. But if we look at the daily time frame, we see that the target is 1.40. Okay, this could be, well, basically what we're seeing here is a negative reversal. So that's why we have this swing projection, and you see that price action is starting to stall. And if we do have a bearish candlestick, comes down pretty much the size of this candlestick, that should give us a signal that the market's ready to continue lower to 1.40. Alright, so that's the pound dollar pair. Here's a look at the euro yen pair, starting with the weekly, and we see that in the past 3 weeks we have been basically indecisive at this important bottom near 113, 112 area. Okay, but we do see that these were heavy attempts to break it, so there's still a bearish bias until we could see a strong week, and we haven't seen one yet. Looking at the daily, we see this, although we do see some bottoming, this is a very weak correction that may be setting up a negative reversal, which means a possible continuation such as this. You could also have a more conservative target. So these could be your next 2 targets, one at near 105, one near 101. That's the bearish outlook. On the upside, if this correction continues, we see we could go up further into the 117, 118 area, where it should, 50% and the 50 moving average in the daily. So there should be resistance there if the current resistance doesn't hold. And you see this projection also goes this way towards 118 area. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, you see this break above goes to 118 area, which here is the 200 moving average, and between 61 and 78.6% retracement. So but we do see candlestick action here that's bearish. So it looks like there should be some decline before another attempt. 1-hour time frame, you see here turning back up. Here the market stays above 40, so maybe that decline has already happened. The decline before the swing attempt. So this, in the short term, near term, this may be our projection. And if this happens, wait for a throwback, and then this rally should go towards 118. Okay, so that's the Euro Yen pair. Just a quick comment before leaving the Euro Yen pair. So this is the scenario, but I always anticipate another decline, so another downswing, such as this, before the rally could happen. But at the moment, if the market turns up and the market is strong, if the RSI breaks above 60, then this current scenario materializes. Moving on now to the Canadian dollar pair. So here we have already discussed this negative reversal, and we have projections to the parity level and 0.97 using these two swing projections. So those are the two targets from the current top here. If the market follows through, price action suggests we may have found a top, but we'll see. Let's take a look at now the daily time frame. So we do see this strong rejection, and we do see this bearish signal. We have this sort of widening formation here. I would say there's more bearish bias here as the RSI also breaks, or at least tops off, but now it's struggling to break below 50. Okay, but we do have this knee, and this is a good sign for a bearish, for the bearish scenario. Okay, for now going to the 4-hour time frame. Oh, I popped it out. Pop it back in. Okay, 4-hour time frame. You see, this is originally from this decline. We anticipated the market to come down to 1.04, and the market has already reached that. It's approaching this 200 moving average. Okay, and we actually, if we look closer, we had this pattern here, and we broke below. So here we may have another bearish attempt if the current pullback ends here at 1.0450. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, you see this is what I was talking about, this sort of consolidation pattern the first half of the week. Then the market broke below yesterday, came down, there's a pullback, hits the 50 moving average, 1.0450 area, and now there's a reversal candlestick combination. So there is some bearish signal here to break below this, at least to test this low at 1.0350, and threatens to go even lower. And looking back at the 4-hour time frame, at the daily time frame, we see here a target around the 1.02, 1.0250 area, just below the 61.8% retracement, as it will meet this power line and this 50 moving average in the daily. Okay, so if the 1.02 level proves to be temporary support, the market will continue to the parity level and 0.97. Gonna try to squeeze in gold here. I know we're running out of time. Gold, first of all, 4-hour time frame daily, it's in a bullish mode, but we do see some correction, and here we may have, I was thinking this swing should retest this previous 1250 level. So far the market is seeing some resistance at 1230, and Here's the bearish scenario for another basically AB equals CD retracement down to 1150. So that's the bearish scenario suggested by this strong bearish attempt that broke below 40 here. One way we can sort of help confirm that is, first of all, the break of this previous low here. Second of all, if there's a break, also if RSI is staying below 60 in the 1 hour time frame, then we are very likely to be in the second leg of our retracement here. Okay, so that's gold for today. And that wraps it up for today. Visit FXTimes.com for more analysis updates and live events. Once again, I'm Fan Yang, your technical analyst here at FX Times, wishing you good trading.